This diagram illustrates the definition of a circle. Specifically, a circle is the set of all points in a plane such that for any point P in the set, the distance to a fixed point, known as the center, is constant. This distance is called the radius of the circle. So no matter where we choose a point on the circle, the distance to the center remains constant. Circles have numerous applications in various fields, including physics, engineering, architecture, and art. However, their most well-known application is the design of wheels, which revolutionized transportation by enabling vehicles to move efficiently across surfaces. The circular shape of wheels greatly reduces friction with the ground, and as a result, facilitates smooth, consistent rolling motion. This streamlined circular movement minimizes the energy needed to keep the wheels in motion, making it much easier to transport goods and people. This diagram illustrates the definition of an ellipse. Specifically, an ellipse is the set of all points in a plane such that, for any point P in the set, the sum of the distances to two fixed points, known as the foci, is constant. This constant sum is equal to 2a, the length of the major axis of the ellipse. So no matter where we choose a point on the ellipse, the sum of the distances to the two foci remains constant. Ellipses are used in astronomy to describe the orbits of planets and other celestial bodies. For instance, in our solar system, there are 8 planets, 5 dwarf planets, and countless comets, all revolving around the Sun in elliptical orbits. The planets have only slightly elongated orbits, whereas comets often have highly elongated orbits. This diagram illustrates the definition of a parabola. Specifically, a parabola is the set of all points in a plane such that, for any point P in the set, the distance to a fixed point, known as the focus, is equal to the distance to a fixed line, known as the directrix. So no matter where we choose a point on the parabola, the distance to the focus is equal to the distance to the directrix. Parabolas are used in physics to describe the trajectory of projectiles under the influence of gravity, such as cannonballs or shells. When a projectile is launched with an initial velocity at an angle to the horizontal, its path follows a parabolic trajectory due to the constant pull of gravity acting on it. This diagram illustrates the definition of a hyperbola. Specifically, a hyperbola is the set of all points in a plane such that, for any point P in the set, the absolute value of the difference of the distances to two fixed points, known as the foci, is constant. This constant difference is equal to 2a, the length of the transverse axis of the hyperbola. So no matter where we choose a point on the hyperbola, the absolute value of the difference of the distances to the two foci remains constant. Hyperbolas are used in astronomy to describe the trajectory of some comets in our solar system that are not gravitationally bound to the sun. These comets pass close to the sun and are then propelled away into space. Their hyperbolic trajectory indicates that they will escape the sun's gravitational pull and continue on a path into interstellar space. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.